welcome back to 60 Frames Per Soup. Today, I thought I would entertain you all with an anecdote, which will hopefully be more interesting than me just giving an excuse for why there wasn't a proper video today. So back on about, I guess, June, July, August, September. Yeah, way back on September 1st, right after like the worst day of August, I was climbing on a car. See, sometimes I go out for walks. I often go out for walks, particularly at night. And typically at the end of these walks, I would then climb up onto one of the cars and lie on the roof and look at the stars. And so this night, like any other, I went and did that. But I was a little more listless. Wasn't focusing, particularly because it was like 2 days after a really bad day. Anyway, and as I was climbing, I was wearing these headphones, which are pretty good at, blocking sound for the most part, especially when there's music playing through them, which there was. And I was climbing onto the car, and I thought I heard like a sort of ripping sound. And I usually climbed onto the car mostly using my arms, usually just using my legs for like balance and stuff. But I put a lot more pressure with my leg that time, and I also thought I felt a little something on my leg. And so when I got up on the car, then I checked my pants legs to make sure like they weren't ripped or something. And once they weren't, I was like, oh, okay, I guess it was nothing, and went on with my life. Fast forward about 20 minutes, I'm about to get down off the car. I swing my legs over the side, and my feet kick out some of the broken glass of the window that I just cracked with my knee while I was climbing up onto the car. And I realize what's happened, and I quite naturally, I think, oh no. Oh no. I was like, my dad's gonna kill me. I gotta tell him, obviously, but like, this is really bad. And I feel really dumb. And so I was like, I gotta get in and I gotta tell my dad, like, right now. And so I scooted over to the side, so instead of jumping down over the broken window and probably getting cut, I would, go down next to the broken window and not get cut. Didn't slide over far enough. Fell down the car. Felt something like sort of graze my arm, and I was like, oh, dang it, the glass got me, And I was like, I don't think it's that bad, though. And then I touched my hand to, like, my elbow area, and I looked at my hand, and there was a pretty good amount of blood on it. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And then I looked at my arm. There's a pretty good amount of blood coming out of it. And I was like, oh, that's not good. So then I ran inside. Like, hey, Dad, I need immediate medical attention. I've just sliced my arm open. And he was like, oh no, like, get it under the sink. So I did, went, got it under the sink, found myself looking at far more of the inside of my arm than any man should ever have to view. And it left a mark, as you can see. Went to the emergency room, had a really long wait time, because why would you expect immediate response to an emergency? Pff, that's ridiculous. But anyway, got it stitched up. It left a pretty sick scar. Honestly, the whole event, I'm quite glad it happened. I think it's really cool to have a scar, even if it's not in a cool place like my face or hand or something. Um, it's just cool to have a scar. That will be like, this is something that'll be with me the rest of my life. It's not going away. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole anecdote. So, thanks for listening. Merry Christmas. And I'll see you tomorrow.